He's rabbiting on about shit. Right, greetings and welcome to episode 4.
And a half.
No, episode 4. Here he is in his pit again.
My usual place, my bed.
You'll see him here a lot.
Early for all that jazz.
What is the time?
7 o'clock.
About 7 o'clock in the morning. Right, we come down again last night. Well, Lee got here. Where am I? There I am. Yesterday afternoon. We was a bit concerned because of spawning. We did a session last Sunday over the other side of the lake there, just a day, and the carp were very, very moody. We tried off the top, we tried off the bottom, put loads and loads of that. I mean, Lee's effort in putting dog biscuits out last week was legendary. Nothing, no take. Well, we had 1 or 2 takes, didn't we?
There was a couple taking off the top, but
very tentative.
It wasn't even tentative. It just wasn't interested enough. I don't think. And
no.
The wind kept. You had to be careful with the wind. It was just drifting off so quick.
But the long and short of it was, the day after they started spawning. So we kept an eye on Facebook and other threads in forums to see what was going on down here, to see if the carp was spawning. And you got down here yesterday and there was no sign of it.
It was bream.
Bream spawning. So we made the decision that if they were still spawning, we were going to go home. But there's no sign of any carp spawning, so we thought we'd give it a go. So we're going to do 36 hours and see how it goes. Obviously, if they start spawning while we're here, we're off. I want to leave them to it, leave them to their sexy time. It's a stressful time as it is for them, so leave them to it. And excuse the look on my face, full of a cold, and yes, I do feel as bad as I look. Snot City.
Got the snots, bro.
Got the snots, bruv. So yeah, we aimed to do 36 hours. We did the night last night. Nothing doing, loads of liners, which could have been the bream, but
it still feels moody.
Very moody, and it's very stormy. Very, very humid.
Nothing showing.
Nothing showing, no. There's a few bubblers this morning, but that could have been bream. And now I've got coots over my left hand rod, which is always good to see. Not. So yeah, we'll give you an update later on how things are going. But as it stands, we're on a big fat blank.
I said that last week.
Yeah.
Last time. Pull one out of the bag.
Yeah. Let's say last time we come, or last weekend.
Road bank week.
No, 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't looking good, but Lee still managed to wangle one out. So, but if they carry on being moody and a bit in the mood for spawning, I think we're wasting our time. But
might be a time to see some interesting fish. See some of the stock.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. I mean, if we see them start spawning, we're reeling and try and get them on film. Carp porn.
That just sounds wrong in
It does
ways.
sound wrong in every way, yeah. Right, see you in a bit. So this is the bold swim. Exactly this time last year I fished in this swim and lost 2 fish. Just show you around the swim. It's called the bold for an obvious reason. My 3 rods. Left hand rod. It's off this tree here, roughly where those coots are. That are happily diving on my bait. Middle rod, 30 yards towards grassy knoll over there, and right hand rod, where is she? There, right hand rod, about again 30 yards towards that swim over there, swim 29. Scattering the boilies, PVA bags as usual. It was hard to think 10 minutes ago, the sun was out and it was flat calm. And the weather front's moved in, the wind's changed. It's gone from a northerly to a southerly. And now it's raining. So with a bit of luck this will kick in the fish into doing a bit of feeding. What rod hull and emu got to do with it? Rod hull and emu. Now he's blowing his hooter. So yeah, nothing to report apart from the weather change.
And I'm wet.
And the wind's blowing into his bivvy along with the rain.
It's alright, it'll dry off.
Well, I've just had a little stroll down the bank, so a bit of commotion, and there's, I'd say, 12 to 15 carp really close in under the bushes, following each other around, so that looks like it could be spawning time. If they're not, well, I don't think they're actually spawning, but they're following each other around, so I think it might be wise to leave them be and cut our losses and go home and leave them to it. Yeah, I think that might be the best bet. Give them a week and try again next week. Never mind.